Shalom. First, I want to start by saying all praise and glory be unto Yahweh, Baal Shem, Yahweh Shai, Baal Shem, Rachak Madash. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone who rule well and who have taught us his knowledge. Honors and salutations to you fellow laborers doing the work of truth, sincerity, week in and week out. Shalom to you and shalom to the few Akwap that believe. This is a video that I entitled Speckled Bird Israelite. And it's dealing with lineage and getting into the fact that every Israelite is not going to like your so-called typical looking Israelite, you know. And this is an example. All right, bloodline never dies. All right, bloodline does not die. Lineage matters. All right, so in this example I have, and Lord willing, by the way, Lord willing, this video is edifying. But in this video I have Blake Griffin, who is the son of a Levite, which is the so-called Haitians today. And his father, which I'm going to get to it, this is his mother and father, by the way. This is Blake Griffin's father and mother. His dad's a Levite, so-called Haitian. And this is his mother right here. So as you can see, his lineage goes back to this so-called Haitian, this Levite right here, right? So by blood, by lineage, he's a Levite. Now his skin complexion is not as dark as his father, but that doesn't mean anything. All right, your skin complexion doesn't determine who you are. All right, it's what seed you go back to, what man you go back to. All right, and so when you look at his son that he had, Blake Griffin's son. Now he had his son by a so-called white woman, an Edomite woman. Now look at his son. But when you trace his son, all right, father, which is Blake Griffin, and then Blake Griffin's father, Tommy Griffin, he's still an Israelite because why? He is a seed, all right, son, all right, of an Israelite. Now let's go into scriptures. Let's prove that, all right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the regular KJV app because let's deal with how your bloodline or your lineage, all right, how is it determined? As far as the parents, who determines one's bloodline, right? So this is the book of Numbers 1:18, and it says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. See, and so this is how you declare your pedigree, which your pedigree means, the word pedigree means your bloodline, by the house of your father. And that's something that you guys that know you're Israelites, you fail to realize that the lineage is determined by the father. All right, you'll see an Israelite that may look like a Edomite or any other heathen, and you automatically assume that they're heathen. When that's not the case. If they're the blood or a seed of an Israelite man, then that means they're an Israelite. So I want to go from there. Let's go to the blue letter. Whenever it loads up. All right. Because I want to go to the book of Luke. Oh, no, actually, no. I was let's go to I was actually there. The book of Matthew 13 chapter, right? Because this is the parable that Yahweh Shai spoke about the tares and the wheat. And he broke down the tares and the wheat, right? Because dealing with lineage again, the reason why there's a tares and wheat parable is because you have a mixture of seed, all right, between the righteous seed, which is the children of the kingdom, the Israelites, and then you have the wicked one's seed, Esau, Edom, who have sown his seed all right, and Israelite women. And they may look like Israelites, so-called dark or so-called, brown complexion Israelites, all right? So this is Matthew 13 and 37, right? Going into the parable of the tares and wheat, right? It says, he answered, I'm just going to go right to the point. He answered and said unto them, and this is referring to Yahushua as he, right? The he is Yahushua talking to his disciples. It says, he answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. The children of the kingdom, again, are the Israelites. That's the glory, the kingdom of heaven, right? It says, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. Who is the wicked one? Malachi 1 and 4. Edom, Esau, the so-called white man today. He's the wicked. He have sown his seed, or put his seed, or another word for seed. Matter of fact, let's get it. It's going to say it on this, on the blue letter, what the seed is talking about, right? So this is seed, right?
Strong's G 4690, sperma.
Sperma, which is sperm, right? It says, from which a plant germinates, the seed, i.e. the grain or kernel, which contains within itself the germ of the future plants. Of the grains or kernels, Salakia, of the grains or kernels sown, metaphor, a seed, a residue, or a few survivors reserved as the germ of the next generation, just as seed is kept from the harvest for the sowing. The semen, viral, semen, the product of this semen, seed, children, offspring, progeny. Who carries the semen? Is it not the man that carries the semen or sperm? That's who determines the child or the offspring, the man. It says family, tribe, posterity. It says whatever possess vital force or life-giving power. So, hey, the point is that the word seed is talking about sperm, semen, which the man has. And the man takes his sperm or semen and he have intercourse with a woman, and that's how a woman become pregnant with child, because the man put the child in her. Another word for child is sperm or semen. And that's what it is. All right? So let's go back to Matthew 13. It says, in verse 38, the field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil, Esau. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall they be in the end of the world. So that's the reason why the Lord is going to separate the tares from the wheat, because the tares are the seed or children are of the wicked one, Esau, Edom. He's going to separate them from the children of the kingdom, the Israelites. So if seed or lineage didn't matter, why would the Lord do that? He's doing that because that lets you know that seed and lineage does matter, which is determined by the man, the male, the man child. From birth